iHeart Podcasts. Hear more Gold 101.7 podcasts,
playlists, and listen live on the free iHeart app. On the cutting room floor today, you like stories from medical journals, don't you?
very much so.
Do you remember in the olden days they used to use leeches to cure various ailments?
Yes, they thought that by draining the blood or drawing the blood, is that what we call
It was
it?
drawing the blood out, and it was also they would make people, you would draw blood out of people because they thought that people had too much blood.
And get out the bad humours.
But in a way as well, that is, it kind of is true. If you've got too much iron, you go and get rid of a bit of blood there.
Yeah, and they used to
by
put
modern
maggots on to heal wounds.
Yeah.
They do it again now. They're still doing forms of that now.
One thing back many, many years ago, I'm thinking about the 1800s here.
Mm-hmm.
There was a theory that to cure constipation, you would get your practitioner to put fingers up your bot, and that would sort out the constipation.
Probably would. Remember, it used to, that's why you went into accountancy, so you only had to work something out with a pencil.
So there was a thing, an invention that was made.
Because the doctor said, let's invent something to stop me having to do this.
I don't want to do this anymore. So they came up with a rectal dilator. And rectal dilation was something which would cure everything from constipation to mental illness.
So they thought.
In fact, the guy that invented the rectal dilator, Dr. F.E. Young, wrote in one of his journals, which he was the editor of as well, it was a magazine, praised rectal dilation as a cure for insanity, claiming that at least 3/4 of all the howling maniacs in the world were curable in a few weeks after they had a bit of his rectal dilation.
Before you get to exactly how it worked, I reckon if you went into any emergency ward, there'd be a variety of people who'd been trying to do their own rectal dilation.
I'm a howling maniac.
Yeah.
So I put this broomstick up my bum.
I fell over in the shower and next minute my mental illness was cured.
For some reason, an egg whisk went up there.
So what was his...
Why it was in the shower, I don't know.
What does his look like?
Well, I've got a picture there, which doesn't help for people in the podcast, but as you can see, they look like 4 bombs that they would drop in World War II.
Or spark plugs.
Yeah,
like
okay.
a spark plug?
No. I like the bombs getting dropped over the Germans in World War II. And they were made of hard rubber, and they came in sets of 4 sizes.
Oh, how do you know what size you are?
The instructions here, well, find out and see, I guess. The instructions were may be used by any intelligent person. Their use accomplishes for the invalid just what nature does daily for the healthy individual.
No, it doesn't, because you don't pierce it from the outside ever.
If you will prescribe a set of these dilators in some of your obstinate cases of chronic constipation, you will find them necessary in every case of this kind. This is just word salad from the 1800s.
A salad would help, word or otherwise.
So it starts with the little one. Then you got
I see, so you just bore a bigger hole
it's
each
like
time.
Goldilocks on the 3 bears there. That's fun. There was also...
This one's perfect.
There was a lot of directions to be used only on prescription of a physician's advice. So no doubt you go and see Dr. Young himself and you say, Doc, I've got a headache. And he goes, I've got just a thing.
And someone else says, I've got a hangnail. I've got something for that.
I've got such the thing. But there was a whole rave. Remember suppositories? That was a thing.
Well, did you have laxettes when you grew up? Why do we always talk about number 2s and bottoms on this podcast? That was a big deal when I was younger. I don't know whether it was my mother's obsession, but we were constantly given those little chocolate blocks that were laxatives. Clearing you out was such a big deal. Cod liver oil. Did you ever have that?
Yeah, I had cod liver oil.
Cod liver oil on a spoon with a bit of maple syrup or something.
No, we didn't have maple syrup. We just got the OG, just raw cod liver oil. The kids these days are getting it in a capsule, in a Vita flavoured gummy or something.
Well, fair
advertised
enough.
by Guy Sebastian and his missus.
Well, this it's very specific. Whereas this one we had, Mum made this solution of sulphur and
what do you do with that?
It's on a teaspoon and you drink it. You'd have to, it was viscous.
My mum was telling me a story the other day about my grandfather and grandmother. When she was little, she had the worms all the time. And they used to give her enemas regularly to get rid of the worms.
My father tells this same story, that he had a grandmother who used to come and visit. She'd get off the train at Chillagoe.
Yep.
From Chillagoe. She'd come to visit them wherever they were living at the time, and she brought her own apparatus with her. He said it looked like a small tuba.
Yeah.
And he still remembers bending over and looking in the corner while she went to work.
So what did she do? She just gave him an enema?
He gave him an enema.
And what would that do?
Well,
was
I
that
think
for
it was
the
just
worms?
to clear you out. I think everyone was obsessed with clearing you out.
Are enemas good or bad for you?
They can be very bad, and people get obsessed to those coffee enemas and all that sort of stuff.
Well, because coffee is
quite
addictive.
Yeah.
And your bum hole is quite a receptive area. That's why
why I take it to parties.
That's why the druggos, that's why that story about Stevie Nicks, I don't know if this is urban myth or not, but there was a roadie that used to blow cocaine up a bum.
Because that's quick absorption.
But also her septum was falling away.
Well, and she used the other septum. But this is the stuff about suppositories. They're quickly absorbed through that part of the body.
Because that's a very sensitive area. The anus is quite an amazing muscle. Really, go with me on this. Because it can release gas, it can release fluids, and it can release solids. It's quite amazing. It's quite amazing. What are you laughing at?
What am I laughing at? This is a podcast, Brendan. We're broadcasting this
information. But this is amazing stuff.
Why doesn't it have a ticker tape parade?
Why?
It does. It has paper every day.
My wife's auntie.
I know what this story is.
She had to get her anus measured because it was...
Was she going for one of these dilators?
It was too big. And I thought...
What do you mean it was things falling out?
Yeah, there was trouble. So the doctor...
How do you measure it? What with?
Breaks out of measuring tape, I imagine. But what's the standard size for your anus?
Well, a doctor would know. I don't know. Let's not speculate.
Because I'm always very mindful of my anus. I'm very appreciative of it, how it works.
You make a living talking at it.
Well, but it is and I think maybe we should all give it a...
Why don't we have a day where we just wear a brown ribbon?
Brown ribbon day. This could be a thing. So there you go.
Can we end this now?
There's a blast from medical history.
Thank you.
Don't stuff things up your bottom.
Unless you want to, and then that's your own business.
Okay, kids, that's it for today. Come back tomorrow for more. Jonesy Amanda, Club will go.